Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and children of all ages, I'm back. Well, if you've watched these videos for any length of time, you already know that I was in law enforcement. I was a specialized jailer for Union County, Arkansas. Now, how I got into that's another story. But I was the FTO for all forms of less lethal: pepper spray, taser, JPX, ground and pound, report writing, you name it, I taught it. I guess you can say I've been teaching for somewhere around 20, 25 years. Motorcycle safety, law enforcement, you name it. And along the way, you found out that if you think there's nothing else you can't learn, then you're a crappy teacher. And along the way, I got taught one of the best lessons ever. See, I always told the new hires when they started that you got to find that one thing. That one reason why you teach. The one reason why you got into the job. That one reason that helps keep you sane when insanity's all around you. Now, I always thought it'd be some dopehead I got help get off the junk, or somebody I referred to a decent job or something like that. But it wasn't. It was a little boy. His name was Anthony. See, my daughter was married to, her first marriage, she was married into a less than desirable family. She found the one person that hadn't, in that family, that hadn't been to prison. He had a sister that was deep into drugs. Her and her man. Cops were driving by a house one night. House is condemned, but there's lights on in it. They go inside this house and find these two cooking up some meth. Well, needless to say, they got a nice pair of shiny bracelets. They got escorted to the car. And thank goodness, the woman all of a sudden starts spitting out, my baby, go get my baby. Now the cops, they thought she was methed out and she's completely delusional. Wouldn't be the first time. They went in and back in and they searched the whole house again. One cop opened the room and the floor had completely collapsed. But on the far side of this room, there was a closed closet. He worked his way around the edge of the room where he could still get a footing. Opened this closet, and in this closet was this little blonde-haired, big-eared boy wearing a dirty diaper and looked like he hadn't seen food or clothes in a while. Because he hadn't. His mama was more concerned about the dope than she was the kid she brought into this world. My daughter was told, either y'all take him or he goes into foster care. My daughter had watched too many TV shows and heard too many horror stories and knew too many people that had gone through the foster care system. She took him in. She kept telling her about this guy they called Pop. That's what I decided I wanted my grandchildren to call me. And let's see, I had met him already one time when it was my other daughter's graduation from college. And then he came down for a visit, to visit the old man out here in the country. We rode motorcycles, we played. And he seemed like he really, all my kids, grandkids, they need somebody. But this one, he seemed like he really wanted to latch on to somebody, and for some reason he latched on to me. In fact, he got in my car one time and grabbed my Union County Sheriff's ball cap and threw it on. Everybody kind of laughed and giggled, and I was like, what's so funny? He's afraid of cops. His mom and dad, the dope heads. They made him afraid of cops. He'd freak out anytime he saw a police car, policeman, anything. Well, after he met me, they spent probably a week here with me. About a month later, Ashley and Jack and John and Anthony, a little boy, they were out somewhere. Saw a cop, and Anthony proceeded to freak out. Well, my daughter turned around and told him, your pop's a cop. He cried. My pop's not a cop. Pop's a cop. He's a cop. She showed him pictures of me in uniform. She kept going on about how Pop took care of you. Pop was nice to you. Cops are good guys. Pop's a cop. Well, I guess that worked on him, made him realize cops ain't the bad guy. He started understanding that mom and dad were doing stuff that was wrong, and that's the reason you're with Mama Ashley, and you now have a pop that's a cop. Well, he had done something real good that week, and he was getting a reward, and he decided he wanted a police car, just like his pop drove. I didn't drive a police car. But Ashley showed him where to find one, and he found it. And then the most amazing thing happened. See, they were at a Walmart, and at that Walmart was some security, and that security happened to be a cop. Little Anthony walked up to him, told him, my name's Anthony, and my pop's a cop. That year for Halloween, he had to go as a cop. He told Ashley, I'm going as a cop, or I'm not going. See, if you're watching this, Anthony, I ran into you not too long ago. About 3 months ago. At Christmas. When I was there. And I found out that you want to go in law enforcement. And I told you need to find that one thing. When the days get tough and the nights get dark, they keep you going. You got to find that one thing that you put your life at risk so others can sleep well and have a good life. So Anthony, you were one of those reasons, because your pop's a cop. Last place I ever expected to come from, a 5-hour drive away, but your pop's a cop. At least I was. Peace, love, nacho grease. Y'all have a wonderful day.